My 5-year-old daughter came home from school, knelt in front of me, and begged me not to send her back to kindergarten, saying she didn't want to go anymore. I asked her why, but she just cried and shook her head, too scared to speak. Sensing something was wrong, I lifted her shirt and froze. Her arms and body were covered in tiny puncture marks. Shaking with anger, I snapped a photo and posted it in the kindergarten parents chat group, demanding, "Who did this?" Someone named Luna arrogantly replied, "I told my son to do it." She sent 2 photos, one of her and my husband David, the other of my family. "You homewrecker, you stole my husband and had an illegitimate child?" "I'm being nice, not letting my son beat that brat to death." The group exploded with insults. Even the teacher tagged Luna. "Mason did well. I'll give him a gold star tomorrow." Luna taunted, "Come find me. I'm still at the kindergarten." On the way, I texted my legal team, "Prepare divorce papers per prenup. David gets nothing. Bring a team to the kindergarten. They'll pay for hurting my daughter." David had freeloaded off my family for years. I gave him a tiny Martin Group branch to manage out of pity, never thinking it'd make Luna think she's a CEO's wife. When I arrived, Luna was surrounded by fawning parents. "No wonder you're so elegant. You're Mrs. Martin Group." The teacher groveled, "I'll adjust the menu for Mason." The moment they saw me, their smiles turned to disgust. The teacher said coldly, "Ms. Walker, Emily is expelled immediately. A homewrecker's child ruins our reputation." "My daughter was bullied, and you expel her?" I glared at her. Before she could reply, Luna slapped me hard. "Filthy homewrecker. You think a bastard child lets you take my place?" Parents and bystanders mocked me, took videos, spat at me. Luna stared at my Rolls Royce, screamed, "You don't deserve this car." She scratched "Mistresses must die" on it, then grabbed a brick and smashed the car to scrap. One parent broke the trunk. "Look at all this expensive stuff." Luna pulled out a painting, tore it to shreds, and stomped on it. A bystander gasped, "That's a 300 million James authentic." Luna sneered, "My husband's money, I can destroy it." They didn't know David was a penniless freeloader who almost bankrupted the branch. These idiots thought he was a big shot. They tore up all my auctioned collectibles. I pulled out my phone. "Be here in 5 minutes." A parent snatched my phone and smashed it. Calling for help? Pretending to be important? I stared at the shattered phone, voice cold, "You'll regret laughing in a few minutes." I turned to the teacher. "You knew my daughter was bullied, didn't you?" The teacher glared at me with disdain. "So what if I did? A bastard daughter of a worthless mistress is trash. Mason was just taking out the trash. What's the issue?" Her words fell, and I suddenly smiled. Not a warm smile, one cold enough to freeze blood. The teacher flinched, like she sensed something was wrong. At that moment, the kindergarten gate suddenly burst open. A fleet of black cars surrounded the area, and dozens of bodyguards in suits rushed over, standing in 2 straight lines. My assistant, dressed in a tailored suit, face icy, walked through the crowd, bowed deeply to me, and said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "Madam, we're late. The entire legal team, the board of directors of Martin Group, and the police are all outside. What are your orders?" Luna's face paled instantly. The parents froze mid-laugh. The teacher stumbled back, her eyes wide with terror. I tilted my head, staring at Luna, who was shaking like a leaf. Just as I was about to speak, a familiar voice yelled from the crowd, "What's going on? Who dares to make trouble at my wife's kindergarten?" It was David. He pushed through the crowd, puffed out his chest, and stared at my assistant, completely unaware of the disaster he was walking into. Will David kneel and beg for mercy when he knows the truth? Will Luna and the teacher go to jail for bullying? Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.